nice sound.
Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And the time is now 7:20 here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You're listening to Ari, and with me is Christal, and we are Activated Mornings this morning. Just want to say good morning to everyone who has just starting their day today, those on their way to work, school, those in the diaspora, and those obviously locked into 99.9 WFM this morning. Good morning, Christal.
Good morning, Arian. Good morning to the listeners across the island. Region wanted to come out like really quickly. I don't know why the region was so toasty this morning. The rest of the region and the rest of the world. Today is the 8th day of February 2023. Just a few days shy of Valentine's Day and some gallivanting. So all those of you who are planning, Google is a good resource for some very romantic ideas.
It's St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yes, WhatsApp number. We should talk about that. What it is. Valentine's Day self. We should talk about
Valentine's
that.
is coming.
Where's your boyfriend? Jokes. Anyways, the WhatsApp number, the number to call, 457-9997 to get interactive with us. Bear in mind, we are working to rectify the issue. I guess the online streaming is a little down for a moment. Good morning to Anne. Good morning to Joshua. Good morning to Juan, teacher Noel. I'm not too sure who Telly is, but good morning to you too. All right. So we running this morning. We high jumping this morning. What are we doing? Short, middle, long
put,
distance in
javelin.
this morning.
We're doing everything that we can possibly do this morning. Christal, how's you in?
Synthetic tracking this morning. I am a Moffat girl. GHS was in Moffat. Prep school, I was in Wilson.
You remember the prep school hosts?
Come on. Wilson, John. John is blue.
Uh-huh.
Prep schoolers, y'all help me out, please. What was yellow?
I don't think the prep
Eustace was green.
Eustace was green. I was in Eustace.
Yellow was... Oh, God. This is like some people forget NDP. Yellow was... I see them making a couple of headlines on every window. Like, pop, 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 pop. Anyways. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. But what was the motto again? Discipline. We strive for excellence.
We strive for excellence, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
because everybody used to come in at the end.
Your memory real good.
Yeah, prep school was amazing.
Did Miss McQueen teach you?
Yeah, she did. Miss McQueen.
So did you
June
do
McQueen.
Backyard by June? Good luck, McQueen.
I don't remember that.
Okay, we have to do that.
That was a poem?
Yes, it was
I do remember Miss Latchman
it was a poem.
taught me a song. And every time I sing it for other people, they don't know it.
Nah, Miss McQueen used to be mad at us too, and we say June Good Luck McQueen. It's not June Good Luck McQueen, it's June Good Luck McQueen. I'm like, Backyard by June Good Luck McQueen. You know, children. But yeah, that's something that's
they
that's
literally squealed on the queen.
Yeah. No, I was one of them. I was a part of
y'all literally squealed on the queen. Yeah, you from the stories that you tell, I could tell that you were a troublesome one.
That's crazy.
All right.
Crazy, speaking of troublesome, okay.
Good morning, Colin. Sorry. Howdy. You see, these people here, the first set of people on the live, they just have their own little
the little meetup.
You know, online. It's lovely to see.
When I was in Taiwan, right, every early morning, once you go to any park, you'll always meet a group of elderly people there that's having the time of their lives, talking about life stretching. That is what the life remind me of. Like they having their own little meetup while they're going on.
Elderly.
I just said it reminds me of that. Anyway, I don't know the people.
Actually, as you mentioned that, right? The beach, a lot of retired folks, they go to the beach. It's really lovely going to the beach in the morning, though.
Yes, it is. Anyways. Yes, it is. It's a great way to start the day, especially when you're from the Caribbean. But yeah. Speaking about sports and sporting activities, I just want to say Miller House was cheated in the road on Monday, and I will never let it go. Okay, going on to more serious issues.
Who won for grammar school? Lopi. Come on, man. Lopi, Moffat, brother, sister, come on. Lopi is yellow, right?
Yes.
Yes, man. Big up ourselves. Oh.
Yeah, but more importantly, I came across some interesting information, which is that the Diamond Sporting Facilities is closed. Now I know that discussions were had, and it's been publicized that there's still work that needed to be done on the track and field, and I do know that I think work is scheduled to complete either at the end of this year or next year, I believe. But when they are allowing sporting activities the last year, it was kind of premature. But with that being said, how are schools expected to effectively host their sports meet? Because honestly, playing field, that's being what's the word I'm looking for? That's set
Upgraded.
aside for cricket. The Victoria Park is not in the best conditions for track and field. Maybe field, but not track. And no, maybe not even field. Because a lot of these athletes, or at least athletes from St. Vincent Grammar School, Thomas Under Secondary, Bethel High School, Barrowly Secondary School, these are athletes that perform regionally and internationally. And I do think that the pen relays is coming up. So, with that being said, how are these athletes expected to have heats or sports or train in the Victoria Park, where the condition of the park puts them at risk? They could easily hurt themselves with the unevenness of the park. They could easily fall in. Let's imagine a small hole in the park, twist their ankle, damage themselves, take them out of pen relays or whatever competition is coming up. So what are we expected to do, or what are the schools expected to do this sports season without somewhere proper to host their meets, the sports meets?
Mm. I looked at that. There is an article on Searchlight .vc. It's an opinion piece. When I was reading it, I was like, oh, this is a bit disheartening. But the author, the writer, does speak about the disadvantages. You have mentioned some. Now, we were promised in the very beginning a proper sporting facility, like 100% complete. Patrons and athletes don't have to worry about seating. They don't have to worry about the standard of the facility. They don't have to worry about anything. What we were promised was an actual, I forget the word now. Stadium?
I think
Athletic stadium.
yeah.
Right? And what we got many years after that promise was made to us, and it was made several times actually, was a field. So we have to remember that what was out there prior to the most recent upgrade was just the field and some bleachers. And whenever there was a meet, you would have had to put up tents. Prior to that, go back to before we even had the tracks. We used to have to go to Victoria Park or Annisville Sporting Complex. So more than likely, that's what we're going to have to do now. Either or, but Annisville is out, so it has to be Victoria Park. The issue of the state of the field, I can't speak to that because I can't tell unless I walk on Victoria Park grass. But the persons who are preparing the fields will have to know whether or not. I know Calico for sure out, unless they fix that up. You can't have a sports, proper sports meet on that. I don't know if it wants to lend itself to them understanding the importance of track and field athletics and sports in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because if it is in fact that the sporting facility is closed during yeah, during the time when the facility is needed, that's like, I find it to be absolutely ridiculous. And like, what's the reasoning behind that? Can't you do it at another time? Is it that you have to spend the money by a certain time? So like, there is no other alternative. You have to do it like right now. Running on synthetic track gives the athletes a much better advantage of performing their best, of beating their school's records, beating their personal records, and beating the national records. So, I mean, I see it as a major setback. We're trying to move forward. Hopefully, somebody could come and clear the air properly. about it and tell us exactly, like, one, what is going on, what is the reasoning behind it, because to me, at face value, it doesn't make any sense.
I'd really like to know the reasoning behind it, because if it is to put up the bleachers, I really do think that we had a full year to do that. Also,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Sorry. To be honest, even getting to the point of giving us half of what you promised was a bit disappointing to me.
Yeah,
And I have never let it go. I've never let it go.
but
You
even
promise us a whole big cake and you give us a slice.
but even if it's
Come on,
just to
man.
cover the bleachers, I think I would have been more at my argument would have more been, really, you wasted an entire year, you chose sports season to try to do this, but at least it was happening. But I do remember when I was in school, what Caribbean athletes, or at least I will not say Caribbean, athletes from Caribbean countries that were not able to run on synthetic grass had over the other athletes was that they were able to meet faster times because they're not used to the synthetic grass. If you're running on regular grass or concrete, you would run quicker when you go on synthetic grass, because synthetic grass is more bouncy and it adds a bit of more speed to the athlete's performance. And I do think that we really and truly should have figured this out, or whoever is in charge of this should have really figured it out, if it's just putting roofs on the bleachers, because last year all the schools just rented tents. Now I know renting tents is not ideal, but I would have preferred that to happen than no sports meet at all. February is the month where everybody usually has their sports meet, so it's very disappointing to see this happen. But like you said, maybe the relevant authorities will come out and say something about it. But we had to think about the athletes as well, and their productivity, and how much they have to gain from this, and how much parents invest, schools invest in their athletes. And they come out and they put on a great show for us. We had to show them some more respect than this one.
All the time. Sports, I don't know, it's probably a work in progress. It has to be a work in progress. But I think the mindset of our people in terms of the importance and how much revenue can be earned by the individual sportsman or sportswoman, and how much revenue can be earned by the country. Book it sure. A lot of things will turn around after cricket.
Yep.
And I think it's sad that we have to wait for such a major event to understand and realize the importance of sports in any country. But left to be seen.
Yeah, but before we break, Surgical wishes to advise their valued clients and the general public that their offices will close at 12 noon on Thursday, February 8th, 2024 to facilitate a team meeting. Additionally, all cashiers will be closed at 11 a.m. Regular business hours will resume on Friday, February 9th, 2024. Surgical apologizes for any inconvenience caused. We're going to break now, and we'll be back with Traffic Talk. And at 7:45, we'll come right back with Activated Mornings this morning.
Shop at Lanes, where you come first for value.